My wife decided to cheat on me, so I didn't just divorce her. I systematically dismantled the other man's entire life. I'm 34 now, but this all went down a few years ago. I thought I had a great life, a wife I adored, 2 young kids, ages 5 and 7, and a home in a quiet suburb. We were building a future together, a safe and happy one. At least that's what I believe. Then things started feeling off. My wife began taking the kids to visit her parents 2 or 3 times a week. The weird part? They live 90 minutes away. That's a huge chunk of her day, just for a casual visit. When I asked her about it, she got defensive and told me I was being paranoid. So I started quietly checking the mileage on her car. The numbers didn't lie. She was driving hundreds of extra miles every week. The confirmation I needed came from a stupid, careless mistake. She left her email logged in on our family computer, and there it was. A long thread between her and a college friend. She was meeting up with her high school ex, Mark. But it was the details that turned my stomach. They weren't just sleeping together. They were actively mocking his wife, making fun of her appearance and how she gained weight after having their kids. My own parents' cheating destroyed my childhood. I swore I would never let my kids go through that kind of chaos. I printed every single email. Then I hired a private investigator, a former cop my friend recommended. His report was brutal. It was all there in black and white, complete with photos. Every Tuesday and Thursday, she'd drop our kids at her parents' house, meet Mark for lunch, and then they'd spend the afternoon at a cheap motel. I hired a divorce lawyer, but the PI's report contained one more crucial piece of information. Mark wasn't just some random guy. He was the VP of sales at his father-in-law's company. He and his family lived in a beautiful house that his wife's parents owned, and in that moment, a cold, clear plan formed in my mind. This wasn't just about ending my marriage anymore. This was about justice. I had my lawyer draw up the divorce papers. Then I asked the PI for 2 pristine, spiral-bound copies of his entire report, every photo, every timestamp, every sordid detail. On a Tuesday morning at 11 a.m., I had my wife, served with divorce papers right in the middle of her shift at her part-time job. At the exact same moment, my PI knocked on the front door of Mark's beautiful family-owned house and personally handed the second copy of that report to his unsuspecting wife. The fallout was immediate and catastrophic. For him, his wife didn't just file for divorce. She cleaned out their joint bank account, took their 3 kids, and left that day. When her father saw the report, he fired Mark on the spot. Since her parents owned the house, he was served an eviction notice. In the span of a week, he lost his wife, his kids, his job, and his home. Their divorce was a public train wreck. Court records show restraining orders, police reports, and even a charge for assault after his brother-in-law broke his nose during a confrontation. He lost everything. My divorce, on the other hand, was quiet. I never brought up the affair to my ex. We focused on the kids, and that was it. I don't hate my ex-wife. She's the mother of my children. But I learned that sometimes the only way people understand the consequences of their actions is when you burn their world to the ground. Would you have gone that far?